This is definitely one of those scratch and sniff plants, so don't bruise the plant, but if you want to take some and just kind of rub it like that, and then smell your hands. Now, if you have really sensitive skin and you get rashes from everything, don't do that. But if that's not the case, I mean really sensitive skin, check it out, come on. You can't smell it from there. It's got a very distinct aroma. And the flowers, which will be blooming probably in another couple weeks, are going to be usually blue, but they can be white. And this is Chaste Tree. This is Vitex. And Chaste Tree is a small shrubby tree. It does not get very, I don't know, I mean, it's native to Europe. And I'm trying to think of the biggest Chaste Tree I've ever seen in Europe. Certainly bigger than this. But this is actually, this for a Chaste Tree in this part of the world, this is huge. This is really big because this is the sort of northern end of their sort of climate zone. And I'm actually surprised because my Chaste Tree, I have one, my Chaste Tree had a lot of winter kill this past winter because we had a really, really cold spell and no snow. And that can kill them, all right? And so mine's not as large as this, but this one's doing nicely. And this is gonna flower early enough that you will actually get chasteberry fruits from this, all right? They will ripen. Usually mine are ripening like sometime in October. And yeah, I usually get a few, but not if I wanted, you know, certainly not enough to use. But this one, you'd probably actually get a decent amount from this. And so, of course, as you all know from class, this is Vitex agnus castus. And something we didn't talk about in class is you can actually dry the leaves and make a massage oil with them, an infused oil, which is actually nice for sore muscles and things like that. But of course, as a medicine, we are using the chaste berry. Primarily, it's used either, it can be made as a tea, and it's got a kind of a peppery taste to it, peppery note. I use it mostly as a tincture. It can also be taken in a pill form as like a standardized extract. I actually prefer the tincture of any of those things. I mean, they all work to some degree. And as we know, this is used basically, among other things, for estrogen dominance, for low progesterone levels. In Europe, it is primarily known for treating PMS type symptomology. So cyclic mastalgia, breast swelling, breast pain associated with PMS, some of the PMS symptomology of anxiety, irritability, things of that nature. But, and only fairly recently do we start getting studies, the area where I use this even more, I use it for that all the time, but I use it even more for menopausal issues. And the irony is that only very recently, at least out of Europe, are we starting to see any studies looking at this for menopause. But, you know, and everybody thinks that, and it's right over there, we'll look at it, there's some black cohosh, you know, everybody said, oh, black cohosh is the menopause herb. Well, the reality is black cohosh by itself is underwhelming. Chaste Tree, if I had to choose one thing for menopausal symptoms, it'd be Chaste Tree, not black cohosh.